All right, here I am with Sandra and John. We're going to try to put on a last minute either iron fly or iron condor. For those of you who don't know what that is, an iron fly is when you're selling both a put and a call at the money. So S&P has been trickling around 4,400 most of the day. So it looks like a pretty good candidate. An iron condor is when you sell a put and the call that are at different strikes that aren't at the money. So we'll be exploring this. We're 25 minutes until close. I'm going to start sharing my screen here. And what you can see on this screen is 3/4 of it is my toss screen, and the other quarter is Bookmap, which kind of helps us view kind of what's happening in the market currently around ES. ES trades a little bit differently than SPX. ES is currently trading at 43.88 and SPX is trading at 43.97. So it looks like we've hit like a little bit of a down move here recently in the last 5 minutes. You know, it seems like there's a considerable amount of risk putting these on at the end of the day. That's kind of why it's fun and exciting to do it, just as an adrenaline rush going into the weekend. So let's kind of, I've had some trade station charts that have frozen, so I'm correcting those as we speak. So let's take a look at 43.95, which is currently where it's trading at. If we sold the put and the call at 43.95, we'd collect almost $7. Now let's look at a 15 wide. Yeah, it's $6.80. And then our risk would be 43.95 plus almost $7. So to do a little math, see my shirt that says 5 out of 4 traders aren't good at math, but 43.95 plus $6.85. Our break even currently on the upside would be 44.0185. And our break even on the downside, 43.95 minus $6.80 would be 43.8820 if we sold the 43.95. So that's kind of what we'd be cheering for if we were to put this on right now. Frankly, I think 13 minutes is a little long to wait. I'm so far 3 for 3 on these. One of them I made $400 in 53 seconds. So that's more than I made in a week in, 1987 or so, building natural gas pipeline outside of Alva, Oklahoma. So see, I can make more in 53 seconds now than I did in a week building natural gas pipeline. So what you'll see is this credit begins to go down dramatically in the last 12 minutes. So my guess is it'll be about $4 by the time it gets to be about $2.45 in the next 10 minutes. You'll see it decay to about $4. So what I've done on some of these in the last 5-minute iron fly is sometimes I'll do a tight iron condor, and other times I'll do an iron fly. So Nishit, good to see you. In case I'm not sure if you can currently hear me. Hi. So yeah.
I was just looking at it, and the 10 wide is giving almost 585, 590.
Okay.
Would that be, for example, right? We are taking $5 extra risk for, let's say, 65 cents.
Yep. What were the 2 strikes?
Same, like 4385, 4395, 4405.
Okay. All right. So you're doing an iron fly at 43.95, but only doing it 10 wide?
Yeah. So just curious, like, would you recommend that versus the 15 wide?
There's a little less risk there. I like it. It's at 585. So, you're getting maybe an extra $1 by taking that extra risk. So if I look at the Analyze tab, this is kind of, I don't think these are that accurate on a 1 day, especially those that are just closing in a few hours, but let's see what TOS Analyze tab actually looks like. I don't know if you've used this Analyze tab, but I use it a lot to try to visualize this. So on that trade, it looks like our max win is for 5 contracts is $2,100, and our max losses looks like about the same. If that's everything I've got checked. So it's currently trading at around 43.96. So let's see what the price is now. 580. And we're looking at about 19 minutes. So what I'd like to do is check it out in the last 10 minutes and see what it looks like.
Okay.
You know, if it's not trading at exactly a ping of a $5 strike, sometimes what I'll do is I'll, like it's at 96 right now. If we didn't want to round up or down to 95, you could do, like let's say it's trading at 97, we could sell the 95 and sell the 4,400.
Right. I think that's what you did in the first video. I mean, the last video you posted, right?
Right, I think so. So let's see what that would look like in terms of pricing. So if we sell the 43.95 and we sell the 4,400 and we buy the 10 wings, that's $3.85. You know, at this current price, I'm liking that as long as it stays around that price. But once it gets closer to 43.95, I'm a bigger fan of the iron fly.
Right. Right.
Anything that might give you cause for having a directional bias? Any directional biases?
No, I mean that it's maybe it's 4394 right now.
Yeah. All right. Anybody have start a countdown timer? That's what we need.
I'm watching the clock. Yep.
I'm going to bring over a countdown timer and see if I can position it. This is Bookmap in case you've ever used it.
I asked them to add that yesterday, so still trying to figure out what it does. But yeah, I have that up and running for ES.
Okay. All right. Here's a countdown timer that we can start at the, let's see, let's go ahead and put the 16 minute mark. So there's our countdown timer. Yeah, I'm still learning too about how to use Bookmap. Looks like it's dropped down a little bit below 43.90, 93.87. Our 43.95s are still trading at $5.50. There's 15 minutes left. All right, cue the final countdown music. You guys get extra points if you can sing it.
You don't want to hear that.
All right, for those of you, once I put this on YouTube, they'll be looking at all this dead time in the middle. I'll probably change channels when they get this dead time. It's kind of like in radio. If you hear a bunch of dead time, you go to the next channel. All right, we got.
Dale, so when do you put it on? You put it 5 minutes till
Yeah,
closing, is that right?
you know, the shortest amount of time I've done it is in 53 seconds.
Are we having any training sessions?
Sorry.
The longest amount of time was, you know, a couple minutes. I don't think there's anything magic here. I mean, we've got $5.50 left in the 43.95s.
And then going 10 wide is what you're thinking. Yeah.
I'm looking at 10 wide. You know, she was saying, you know, 15 wide seems like you're not really getting much for that extra risk.
Right. Okay.
Gosh, I guess a guy could go 5 wide. Let me look and see what that looks like. You're still trading at 43.95.
370, 380.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go 10 wide. Let's take a little extra risk here and get our little adrenaline rush going into the weekend.
And you don't close it, you just let it expire.
Yeah, I'm just surfing that baby into the close because it's only like a 2-minute flight. So that's a very short flight. You wouldn't have time to put your seatbelt on. So it's just like, hold on, Wilbur. We're going to land this thing first time.
I just joined. Did you already start any trade?
No, we haven't. We've got one set up at 43.95. It's still selling for $5.25, 5 wide, 10 wide. And we're looking at the timer here. We got 12 minutes in our countdown timer till market close. So, you know, I'm not gonna do it. I think I'll wait until at least the last 5 minutes. Now, the problem last time, Greg and I tried it, I didn't get a fill. And by the time I adjusted my price, I'd missed the opportunity. So it might be worth.
So regarding filling it, do you just put it at mid price or do you lower it a little bit to try to get the fill?
You know, I think if you want to guarantee that you get filled, you'd probably put it at 5 or 10 cents below the mid price. If you want to take the risk, you hit mid price, realizing that you've got very little time to change the price if it doesn't get filled. So it's looking pretty good, right at about 43.95. Hold on, please. One of my buddies is calling me. $43.93.62. So it'd be helpful if we kind of got a little bit of a green candle here going into the next 11 minutes. I'm looking at TradeStation. I've still got some. It looks like we're getting a kind of a red slot here. Anybody else looking at Pong? If so, what is the slingshot value?
Slingshot is minus 96 and handle is minus 210.
At 96, that's a little high for us. 43.92. So if I was to put one on now, I would, you know, let's check out the 43.90 and see what it looks like.
It's $5.10 right now.
Using the short side.
43.90.
At the last moment, when there were numbers inside him, he went for the grubber kick.
That's a big red candle we just got.
Yep.
As quickly as his brain.
I'm not sure where we're getting the sound. I think it might be from Stuart, so I muted him. All right. Yeah, that was a big red candle, wasn't it? 43.90 now. It's 5:15, and we're 9 minutes. Sanders going to sing. It's the final countdown going into the close. The 9-minute version.
So maybe it's kind of a slingshot because now handle is minus 250.
Oh wow, that's kind of,
and
seems kind of dangerous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing wrong with.
Oh, it's coming back up. Look at
There's
that.
nothing wrong with pulling out.
4395. I think it's going to 4395.
Okay. Still $4.85. I think we first started looking at it, it was $6 and change.
Right.
So you can kind of see how quickly this erodes. All right, we're getting 8 minutes, so. What's slingshot value on the left?
On the left, the handle minus 221, slingshot 96 minus.
The one on the left is 96.
The one on the left 210.
Oh,
negative.
wow. So that kind of suggests that we might get a slingshot up. All right, this would have a bullish bias if we pulled the trigger on this. The way you can tell is that the puts are more valuable than the calls, which would tell you that it's a bullish bias iron fly.
Okay.
Directionally biased. You know, I don't usually like to trade a directionally biased fly, but in this case, it's kind of looking good. We got about 7 minutes left. It's a long time to hold your breath. I'm not recommending it. Reminded of an old Cheech and Chong episode where he's babysitting. Okay, kiddies, we're gonna see who can hold their breath longest. Okay, you with the blue face, you won. Hey kid, you can breathe. Hey kid, you're gonna die. All right. Sick humor from the past. 43.92. All right, if we could get like a little green candle here, I'm awful tempted to pull the trigger.
So the current candle is green. Just finished the 3-minute one.
For those of you who wonder kind of what I'm looking at over here, I've kind of got some charts of ES and SPX and some different things I'm looking at here. So. All right, I am tempted to put on a tight iron Condor 90, 95. And therefore we win as long as it stays between 90 and 95. You don't get quite as much credit, but you've got some kind of a range. So I'd feel pretty good about this trade if we could get a green candle and get up to about All right, I'm liking it. All right, we're down to kind of the last 5 minutes, so we're getting close, aren't we? All right, if we hit 93, I'm pulling trigger. Four minutes and counting. Okay, there we go. Pulling the trigger now. All right, there we go. We need it to stay between 90 and 95, and we got 3 minutes left. Cue cheerleading squad now. Okay, we got filled for $1.60, which would mean our break even on the upside is $43.95 minus $1.60, which is $43.90. No, on the upside, it would be $43.96.60. And on the downside, 43. $43.88. 40. All right, that's looking good. It's got to stay south of 43.96.60 and north of 43.88.40. Countdown 1 minute and 58 seconds. It's looking good so far. We're coming down the sword. We're coming down the sword. It's Iron Fly in the lead. All right, it's looking good. If it can stay between that range, I'll make $800 in 3 minutes.
That's perfect.
1 minute and 24 seconds.
Actually, yeah, 50 seconds. I mean, yeah, just a 50 seconds remaining.
Okay. We got a little, let's put on the chart so I can kind of watch it here.
So Dale, I got filled at 155.
Okay.
So how did you come up with your break evens? How did you do that?
Let's just a second. Let's let me change this here to.
We got like 10 seconds, right?
Something like that. Let's see. Oh, 43.80.90. Okay.
Hey.
We did it. All right. Here's all right. Here's the way you calculate that. All right. let me stop a screen share and then let me figure out how to do a whiteboard, and I'll show you how to calculate it. Let's see, share screen, whiteboard.
Basically,
Share.
just a short strike minus the credit.
Yeah. All right. So how much did my timer's going off? So let me shut that off just a second. How much did you receive?
I got $1.55.
$1.55.
Yeah.
Was the credit received?
Credit.
All right.
Right.
What was your short strike?
$43.95.
$43.95.
Yeah, well, yeah, $43.95 call, and I did the $43.90 put.
And you sold the $43.90 put.
Yes.
All right. So you'll add $1.55 to $43.95. So your break even on your upside is $43.96.55. Follow me?
Yes.
And then your break even on the downside is $43.90 minus $1.55,
Right.
which is $43.88.45. $43.88. It's hard to draw with a mouse. $43.88.45. And the price that SPX closed at was $43.91.42. So it was below that, and it was below the below the 43.95, and it was above the 43.90. So we made the max value. In your case, it was $1.55 multiplied by however many contracts you did it for. Do you mind me asking how many contracts you did?
I just did one.
It's one contract. So you made $155.
Awesome. Yeah, because it shows like on it shows 147, but obviously there's a time delay. So yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So
That's amazing.
I got $1.60, and I did 5 contracts. So multiplied by 500. So $1.60 multiplied by 500 is $800.
So you get the full credit.
I got the full 800.
Okay.
Minus any commissions.
Right.
And that was more than I made in 1988 filing natural gas pipeline in Alva, Oklahoma for a week. And
1988, okay.
Roughly.
Good reference.
And this, we did that in 3 minutes. So,
That was super fun.
Wasn't that fun? And I am currently on this trade 4 for 4. Record was 53 seconds. Made 400 one time in 53 seconds. So yeah, it was kind of fun, little adrenaline rush running into the weekend. So take your $155 and go buy a nice dinner.
All right, Dale, thank you so much. That was awesome.
All right. Thanks, guys, and have a wonderful weekend. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Have a good weekend.
Okay.
Nice weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.